Okay, how I can connect all routers and my controllers together using a switch, or if these are at different sites, then definitely you will use transport, the public network, either MPLS, internet, LT, 4G, broadband, lease line. Okay, doesn't matter how these devices are connected, and even underlay doesn't matter how your controllers, SD-WAN controllers and your routers are reachable. Underlay doesn't matter. Your SD-WAN is going to work on overlay. Here I am using one switch, let's say switch 1, and I'm going to connect it like this. Or you can imagine this is your internet. You can say this is internet. Everywhere I can configure public IP address, and you know all the public IP addresses will be reachable with each other, correct? So let's suppose this is my internet and all my controllers and routers are connected through internet transport. Internet. Okay, let me connect all these devices together. Connect ETH1 in Ethernet 1 interface to internet. Here also ETH1 to the internet. vBond G0/0 or vBond to Ethernet internet, and you can connect server as well, server, so that like branch routers can also access this server. Now I need to connect these routers. So let's say G0/0 is connected with internet. Before configuring this topology, I will ask you one question. Do you guys know the VRF? What is VRF?
Yes.
Yeah.
What is VRF? Tell me.
VRF is virtual routing and forwarding. So it's a technology, especially that use deployed at the ISP side of the network, where they, instead of just having multiple routers, for each of their customers, they can actually have one router, and in that router they can logically have a routing table for each customers that they have, and they can actually assign the same IP address to all of them without any conflict or overlapping IP addresses. And
Exactly. VRF separate what? Different customers prefixes or different customer routing. Correct? Used to differentiate or separate the customer traffic. Similarly, here in SD-WAN, instead of VRF, we are using VPN to separate the different types of traffic. Not the customer prefixes, but different types of traffic. What it mean, Praphul? Different types of traffic. See here on any router, let's say in branch 1, you can see here this interface G0/0 is WAN interface, and here I have, let's suppose, LAN device behind VS1. Here I can use one router, let me say R, and these are my LAN routers. I have, let's say, 4 routers, R1, R2, R3 and R4 connected with LAN interface. Okay, on VS1 you can see G0/1 is my LAN interface, and behind this router I have some LAN users. So on VS1 you can see there are two types of traffic, LAN traffic and WAN traffic, correct? Which interface is WAN traffic? Which interface is in WAN?
G0 slash
um
0.
E000.
And in the LAN?
01.
01. In SD-WAN, LAN side is called service side and WAN side is called transport side. What it called? Transport side. This is transport side and this is service side, LAN side. How we can differentiate LAN traffic and WAN traffic? With the help of not VRF but VPN, with the help of VPN. And two VPNs are reserved in SD-WAN. One is VPN 0 and one is VPN 512. VPN 0 is reserved for transport for WAN traffic, and VPN 512 is reserved for management traffic. Like here, see this vManage. How I will access this vManage through GUI? How I can take GUI access? Here I have to connect a management PC. Here I need a management interface. This is my MGMT management. MGMT. Even I need two management interface here so that I can access this CA server as well as vManage. Now this MGMT interface, you can see, is it 0/0 is connected with management interface, means this is my management side, right? So there are three types of traffic: management traffic, LAN traffic, and WAN traffic. All will be separated with the help of
VPN.
VPNs. With the help of VPNs, right? See, for transport, means WAN traffic and management traffic, VPNs are reserved. Which VPN is reserved for transport?
VPN 0.
VPN 0 is reserved for transport. Means you will configure all the transport interface, the interface which are connected with transport in VPN 0. And VPN 512 is reserved for management. You will put all management interface in VPN 512, and rest all the VPNs, you know, the VPN is nothing but 16 bits decimal value, so range is going to be 1265535. So from this range, apart from VPN 0 and VPN 512, all other VPNs can be used for service side, for LAN traffic. Okay, I can put this interface G1/0/1 in VPN 10, 20, 30, 2, 5, 100, 1000, 10,000 in any VPN. Only two VPNs are reserved. Okay, keep in mind this. Now here, let's suppose my IP address or my subnet, public subnet, is 100.1.1.0/24. I'm going to configure one IP address on vManage, one on vSmart, one on vBond, one on the CA server, one on the VH1, VH2, VH3, and VH4. Let's suppose here my IP address is 100.1.1.1. On vSmart, my IP address is 100.1.1.2. Here my IP address is 100.1.1.3, and on the CA server my IP address is, let's say, 100.1.1.4. By the way, I am going to access this order from management side. Even you can ignore this interface. Okay, but if you want to access the CA server from VS1, from the routers, there should be reachability, and for that you have to configure IP address. Now these are my IP addresses on controller side. Here, let's say my IP address is .5, here is .6, and let me also check the version of vSmart and vBond. I forget to check that. Version is 20. I am going to use 90 for viptela. If you are using version 20, that means it is Catalyst SD-WAN. If you are using 19, means it is viptela SD-WAN. The configuration is same. Later we'll also configure Catalyst SD-WAN, means version 20. I will show you the dashboard of 20 as well. Here your IP address is .6. Here your IP address is .7. This is most simple SD-WAN lab, because underlay is EG. All are connected through a single switch. Here your IP address is, let's say, 1.8. See, any issue in this topology? In my lab, what happened with my
No.
version? Lab is clear, right? It's simple, very simple. World most easiest SD-WAN lab. Let's understand what we had seen in last class. Now, if I have if I have four sites, then what we had seen between these four sites, they will have IPsec for data plane. All the routers will establish IPsec with each other. But to establish IPsec, they need TLOC of each other. And how they will exchange the TLOC? They will exchange TLOC through vSmart using OMP protocol. I had told you OMP not only advertise the route, but OMP also advertise TLOC, and later you will see OMP advertise services as well. OMP advertise three types of routes: OMP route, TLOC route, and service route. For now I am not talking about service, later we'll see the service route. For now, TLOC and OMP. Let me add controller here also. Here I have vManage. How these VSS routers will find vManage? VS1, how VS1 will discover vManage? How it will find the IP address of vManage? Tell me.
Using TLS or DTLS?
Let's say vManage IP address is 100.100.1.1.1. vSmart IP address is and vBond. vSmart is using IP, let's say 100.1.1.2, and vBond is using IP 100.3. My question to you is this: how router VS1, 2, 3, 4 are going to find the IP address of vManage and vSmart in manual process, not in PNP and ZTP? We'll see the zero touch provisioning and plug and play later. 100.1.1.2. In manual onboarding, how your routers is going to discover vManage and vSmart?
Using TLOC, there will be a connection
No,
established.
no. First, your routers is going to reach to vBond. First, they will build a control connection either by using TLS or DTLS protocol with vBond, and VS1 is going to prove their identity, means it will share their certificate to vBond, and vBond will already have information about this router VS1. So as soon as vBond will receive the authentication request, it is going to check, right? If authentication pass, then vBond will share IP address of vSmart and vManage to VS1. If authentication pass, then vBond is going to tell the IP address of vManage and vSmart to VH1. Correct?
Yep.
Through this control connection, which is again secure control connection. Once VS will receive the IP address of vSmart and vManage, it will terminate this control connection. This was temporary control connection. Now your VS knows what is the IP address of vManage and vSmart. It will establish control connection with vManage, and using Netconf protocol, it will load the configuration. it will load the configuration. Then it will again establish a control connection, permanent control connection with vSmart, again either by using TLS or DTLS protocol, and inside this control connection OMP protocol will work, and through OMP protocol routers are going to share TLOC and service side route information. Forget about service side route also for now. Just see the TLOC exchange first. VS1 is going to share their TLOC to vSmart. What is TLOC? The unique identity of transport, right? Like if your one VH is connected with a transport, let's say internet transport. So instead of using IP address of transport interface, route VH is going to use TLOC. See, this is internet. Let's say IP address over here is 100.1.1.10, right? So this will be the next hop IP address if anyone else want to send some traffic to this VH, right? Or if anyone from the internet want to send any traffic to VH, this VH, they have to use this IP address. They have to send traffic on this IP address. But what if IP address changed? If this is dynamic in nature, so instead of using IP address, VH will use TLOC. TLOC is combination of three things. First, system IP address. TLOC has three tuples: system IP plus color plus encapsulation protocol, right? It can be IPsec or GRE. Encapsulation. Now again, Praphul, I know the encapsulation, but what is system IP and color? These two are new for me. So system IP is the unique identity of your SD-WAN devices. It is similar like OSPF router ID. You know OSPF router ID?
Yeah.
Unique identity of OSPF database. Similarly, all the routers will be using system IP. It is not routable, like the router ID of OSPF is routable, not routable. That is just identity. Similarly, all routers will be using system IP. See, in my lab also I have mentioned the system IP on vManage. I am going to configure 1.1.1. The representation is in IPv4 format. System IP or router ID of OSPF or router ID of BGP is represented in IPv4 format. So you can see the system IP on all the routers. You will configure the system IP address on all the router. And what is color? Color is actually used to identify the transport. Let's say same VH is also connected with MPLS transport. There are two transport on this VH, internet and MPLS. Now system IP of this VH is, let's say, 5.5.5. okay, and encapsulation protocol on both the transport is IPsec only. IPsec. System IP 5.5.5 plus color. Now color is the only thing through which you can identify these or differentiate these two transport, internet transport and MPLS transport. Let's say here my IP address is 10.1.1.1 on the MPLS interface, and this router has now two transport, means it has two TLOC, TLOC1 and TLOC2. Let's suppose TLOC1 is the internet transport TLOC and TLOC2 is the MPLS transport TLOC. In both the TLOC, in TLOC1 and TLOC2, system IP is going to be 5.5.5 only, and TLOC2 also 5.5.5. Encapsulation protocol is also same, IPsec. Here also IPsec. Now you can see both the TLOCs are same, correct? Both the TLOCs are same. So here color is going to make your TLOC unique. because this is unique identity of transport. Okay, on public transport you will configure public color, on private transport you will configure private color. 1 minute please. Sorry, I was feeling thirsty. So let's say on internet transport I have configured color internet, right? For internet transport you have one color. I will show you that. Even you can configure any other color as well, like red color, blue color, but it should be unique. Two transport will not have same color. Beach internet, and on the MPLS transport I have configured color MPLS. So color is going to make your TLOC unique. Here it will be beach internet. Now you can see your TLOC is unique or same. Now your TLOC is unique. Okay, so this VH has two TLOC and it will advertise both TLOCs to their controller, to the V Smart. And when router will have TLOC, then only they can establish IPsec. For an example, again I am going to give you one example. Let's say VS1 and VS2 both are connected through internet. Only one transport is there, that is internet, INET. VS1, both are at different location, that's why both are connected through internet. Both knows their vSmart, their controller, right? Both has the OMP session with their controller to their vSmart. Let's say VS1 has one TLOC, that is TLOC 1. VS2 has one TLOC 2. So TLOC 1 and TLOC 2 is going to establish IPsec with each other. So IPsec will be only established when VS2 knows the TLOC 1 and when VS1 knows the TLOC 2, right? So TLOC 1 is the TLOC of VS1 and VS1 will also learn one TLOC, that is TLOC 2 through vSmart. And here you can see the tuples of TLOC, system IP, encapsulation and color. And there are some more attributes. TLOC also carry private and public IP address, because at the end router need IP address only to forward the traffic, right? So VS1 learn VS2 TLOC and VS2 learn VS1 TLOC. Now both the TLOCs are going to establish IPsec with each other. TLOC 1 IPsec with TLOC 2. Okay, and now if there is any user here, let's say 10.1.1 and 20.1.1, if these two users want to talk, they will talk through this IPsec. So the very first thing which you need to learn or understand in SD-WAN is TLOC exchange. Okay, and here I have simple topology so that we can understand the fundamental foundation of SD-WAN. See, again I am repeating the function of all devices here. We have seen this in last class also. Again I am repeating. See, what I had told you, SD-WAN means software defined WAN. SD-WAN is software defined WAN. The network which can be configured, managed, troubleshoot with the help of software is known as software defined network. So here in SD-WAN we have centralized control plane, means centralized control. By whom? by vManage and vSmart plus secure tunnels. Secure tunnels means DTLS, TLS and IPsec. Three types of tunneling technologies are there. Plus intelligent intelligent path selection. Intelligent path selection. Right now there is single path. You can see between VH1 and VH2 how many paths are there? Single, right? So that path will be only best path. But later when we will have multiple path, right? There you will see the best path selection and path manipulation, how to control the path and control the topology. That is going to be the policy, main beauty of SD-WAN. But before that, I want you to understand the onboarding and initial configuration. So, okay, this is my topology, simple topology. Here my vManage is responsible for management, right? vManage is nothing but manager, brain, GUI brain, I can say manager or manage, vManage in VPNs SD-WAN. In Catalyst SD-WAN, you will say manager. It is network manager. Manager means, you know, from where we will manage the network. Network manager, right? Or you can say GUI brain. Not of vManage only, of all SD-WAN controllers or routers. For all SD-WAN devices, components, vManage is the GUI brain. And vSmart is the routing brain. What it is? It is routing brain. All control plane traffic will be handled by vSmart, or you can say it is control policies. Control policies. And vBond
Orchestration.
yes, it is like gatekeeper. vBond is gatekeeper who will check who is joining your SD-WAN fabric, whether he is allowed or not, right? So you can say gatekeeper or match marker. Matchmaker. And you know the vanish routers, like these are nothing but router, only data plane. VH or CH is nothing but data plane, only responsible to forward the user data, or you can say branch router. Okay, I can say vBond is nothing but security guard, right? It is similar like the introduction desk in any company. When you enter in any company, guard check your ID card. Hey, let me see you are the genuine person, authorized person to enter in this company or not. You are the genuine person to enter in this data center or not. If you don't have the ID card of company, you will be not allowed to enter in company, correct? It is simple like that. vBond is going to check the ID card of each and every device, right? Whether it is vManage, vSmart or your router. vSmart is going to handle all the routing and vManage is the admin dashboard. Okay,
One question.
go ahead.
So you mentioned vBond first. Whenever we have implemented vEdge in branch, so it will communicate vBond first, and then it will share all the information of vManage and vSmart, right?
Correct.
So how very first it will know this is the vBond?
You
Like,
will configure the vBond IP address. You are going to tell to VH1 who is your
okay.
vBond. Even not only to router, to controller also. I have to tell vManage who is
vBond.
vBond, right?
Okay.
First of all, here I am going to set up my server, CA server, right? Who can issue the certificate. This is not the part of our SD-WAN, but to practice lab, here we have to configure it. I am going to install Active Directory here, Active Directory certificate service. Just let me log in. See, I am going to give you the lab access. You will also practice it. And the very first thing which you should check very carefully is time. Time on the server should be same. Time on all the devices should be same. If there will be mismatch in time, then there will be issue in onboarding. You cannot onboard devices properly. So what is the time right now? It's 15/1/2026, 12:48 p.m. So day is correct, right? I need to change the time only. Let me change the time zone first. If it will take update the time automatically, then fine. Otherwise, I will update the time also. So my time zone on all SD-WAN routers is going to be Asia Kolkata. Okay, whatever time zone you are going to configure on routers, you will use that time zone here on also on the server, right? So devices, when you will install the certificate on vManage or on any SD-WAN router, it will verify the time, right? It will sync the time with certificate, and it should match. It should be same. Here I am using Asia Kolkata. Say okay, and now it's 12:49 p.m. Say okay. Okay, now you can see time is correct, date is also correct. To install certificate service here, just open server manager. I'm expecting you guys know how to install the Active Directory roles. So go to roles, click on add roles, then say next and select Active Directory certificate service here. Here select Active Directory certificate service and simply click next. Then again next, select certificate authority as well as certificate authority wave enrollment and say next, 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 next. Here you can define the name of your server. I'm going to use my organization name. My organization name is NH India Lab. So just I have configured same name on server. Validity is 5 year. 5 year is more than sufficient, right? I'm going to use this lab for next 1 to 2 months hardly. After that I will erase it. Click next, 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 and then install. That's it. Now it will take few seconds. After that your CA server is ready. You can download the root certificate from this CA server. See, two types of certificates are required for onboarding: root certificate and identity certificate. Root certificate and identity certificate. For an example, you want to travel abroad, so you need what? Passport. You need passport. You need passport for trusted organization. Passport from trusted organization means the root should be trusted and root should be same. Like if you are the Indian, then sign on your passport and sign on my passport is going to be same. Why? Because our root organization is same, right? The organization who is issuing the passport in India is same, but our identity is going to be unique. Your identity, your Aadhaar card is also linked with passport. My Aadhaar card is also linked with my passport. My sign is there, your sign is there, and government sign is there. So you have your own identity on your passport. I have my own identity on passport. That is my identity certificate. And on both certificate, there is sign of government. That is root certificate. So here this server is root CA server. I will first download the root certificate, and I will install that root certificate on all SD-WAN controllers, on vManage, vSmart, vBond, and on all the router. What it mean? It mean these all SD-WAN devices has same root server, right? Who all are going to trust on this CA server. Root means to whom I should trust. Okay, so let me download the root certificate here. For that I have to configure IP address on my server, and also have to disable the firewall for access. Let me first disable the Windows firewall so that I can access the server from my laptop. C certificate is still under process. It will take few more minutes. Till then I can disable the firewall, and I can configure IP address on the interfaces of this CA server. Okay, and close it. Go to, now you can see certificate is installed. Where you will verify that under roles, if you will expand roles, and if you will expand Active Directory, is it visible?
Yes, yes.
Here you can see NH India lab, right? Okay, now to access it I have to make reachability from my local laptop. Actually this management is nothing but my local laptop. Okay, so my local laptop is using IP address from 192.168.1.0/24 subnet. From the same subnet I am going to configure one IP address on ETH1 interface of this Windows server. So go to ncpa.cpl and then go to LAN interface 2 properties IPv4 and configure IP address here 192.168.1. Let's say 26. Subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Let me say okay, and from my local laptop I can try to ping this server. Let me open the CMD and let me ping my server. Ping 192.168.1.26. There should be reachability. Server is not reachable. Let me check. Is firewall disabled or still enabled? Let me check IP config once. IP config. Here see the IP address on LAN interface 192.168.1.26. IP address is correct. Let me ping my local laptop or my gateway 192.168.1.1 from the server. Even it is not reachable. Firewall service is off. Okay, it's off. Then there should be reachability. What happened with this management interface? Is there any issue over here? Let me check. Edit. Yes, here you can see I am going to make it management and then lock the lab, and now ping from your laptop to server. Soon ping will start working. It is management cloud. Great. Just a minute. Let me troubleshoot this first. I can also try to get IP address from the DHCP. Let me disable it and enable it once again. Enable. Why ping is not happening? Let me go to properties, and I'm also going to configure gateway 192.168.1.1, or you can try with DHCP IP address also once if there is issue. Why ping is not working? Let me try to give IP from DHCP, obtain IP automatically. Okay, okay, and IP config. Now it is getting IP from Apipa. That means this management cloud is not working. Is restart pending over here? Let me restart this device once. Okay, until it's booting, let's discuss something. See, till then let me tell you the initial configuration on your all SD-WAN devices. Test 1 2 3. IP config. What is my local IP address? 1.16. Ping 192.168.1.16. IP config. Let me do one thing here. Let me delete this management cloud. I have to re-add this management cloud. There is some issue. Okay. Okay, close it, lock the lab. Now its server is starting booting. See guys, there is one more function of vBond, right? Later you will learn this in detail. Like what I tell you, one responsibility of vBond is authentication. It is like security guard, which will authenticate each and every SD-WAN devices. And the other function of vBond is NAT. If there is any NAT device between your SD-WAN router and let's say transport, right, on the VH you have configured private IP address, and on the firewall public IP address is running. In that case, who will tell the private and public IP address to other routers? Your vBond. Your vBond is going to keep the information of NAT. NAT translation. You know the NAT transfers. Do you guys know the NAT transfers?
I heard of it, but not getting it
So
now.
vBond is responsible for NAT transfers.
Yeah, if there is any NAT device in between the tunnel,
Correct, exactly. Then we have to configure NAT transfers, and here vBond is responsible for that. Actually, we have that topic as well in the syllabus. Later we'll see, because in one lab I will add firewall here. Okay, so between your router and controllers there will be a NAT device. So for now, vBond means your vBond is responsible for authentication. It is going to ask who are you. Then router will give their identity certificate and root certificate also. Root certificate, first it will verify the root certificate, that root certificate is same or not. Both of us have got the passport from the same Indian government or not. And if authentication pass, then vBond will share the IP address of vManage and vSmart to controllers. If I will talk about the initial configuration, then first I need root certificate. I will download from this CA server. After that, I have to perform this configuration, like you can see system IP address configuration. The reserve VPN configuration means VPN 0 and VPN 512 configuration for GUI access to vManage. VPN 0 transport VPN for reachability. How vManage and vBond can talk with each other. You have to configure the transport interface, correct? Once you have configured the transport interface, they can communicate. So in the initial configuration, you have to configure VPN 0, which is transport VPN, and system based configuration. Under system based configuration, you will configure the system IP, host name, organization name, site ID, and clock time zone. These are the system based configuration and initial configuration. We can perform this configuration through template as well as through CLI. And first we are going to learn CLI based configuration. How we will do that? Through CLI. Now my server is ready. Let me check IP again. IP config. Now here IP address is, you can see 192.168.1.3. Now if I will ping to gateway, ping 192.168.1.1, then you can see ping is working. Even from my local laptop, if I'm going to ping 1.3, then you can see ping is working. Now I can access my server, CA server here. Just open any browser, type the IP address of your CA server 192.168.1.3, and then search SRV. Here you can see you got the access to your CA server. From here you need to download the root certificate. Here you can see I have one option to download CA. Last option, download CA certificate. So click on this, download CA certificate, select base 64 and then download CA certificate, the second option. Now downloading is done. Here is my root certificate. I will install this root certificate on all the router. Let me rename it, say root. I will install this root certificate on all the router. But before installing this root certificate, I have to perform initial configuration. Now we are going to see the initial configuration through CLI. Later we will learn it through GUI as well. So what I told you, in initial configuration, you will perform three types of configuration: system based configuration, transport VPN configuration means VPN 0 configuration, and management VPN configuration, VPN 512. These two VPNs are reserved in SD-WAN. VPN 0 for transport means for WAN traffic, which will carry all WAN traffic. VPN 512 will carry all management traffic, and rest all the VPN means VPN 1, 2, 511 and 5132, 65535. These all VPNs are service VPN or reserved for LAN site, right? So you can see there are three sites, different sites: WAN site, LAN site, and management site. And we are separating each site, each types of traffic with the help of VPN. right? Like here I can put these interfaces in VPN 10 in service VPN. Okay, so let's start the configuration, system based configuration. For that you will run command system on vManage system. After that, host name or system IP address. System IP is 1.1.1. We have configured this unique identity. After that, host name. Let's say my host name is vManage. Then organization name. Organization name will be same on all the devices. Anyone have idea what is organization name? When you will purchase the solution from any SD-WAN provider, from the Cisco, right, to Versa, Palo Alto, FortiGate. If you have the smart account, even you can try on the Cisco website. You can try to buy these software or try to download this software. It will ask you for organization name. What is your organization name? And that organization name should be same throughout the fabric. So let's say my organization name is actually NH India Lab, right? I have serial file for vManage routers, right? How you will get the license? You will download the serial file, and in that serial file organization name is NH India Lab. Then what it will do, you have to configure vBond IP address. How vManage will discover the vBond? We will define the vBond IP. vBond IP is 100.1.1.3. Now my vManage knows where I need to prove my identity on vBond, and IP address of vBond is 100.1.1.3. So there should be reachability. If vManage is not able to ping vBond, it cannot authenticate themselves. SD-WAN will stuck. Onboarding process will stuck. Got it, na?
Yes.
Okay, so vBond should be reachable also, and then clock time zone. Host name is done, system IP is done. One more thing, that is side ID. Side ID identify the location. Side ID. In controllers, on all these controllers I am going to configure side ID 100. Let's suppose my all controllers are deployed in my DC, right? And side ID there is 100. 100 side ID is for DC. And last is clock time zone. It is going to be Asia, Kolkata. This is system based configuration. If I will copy these commands and if I will paste on vManage, here you can see, access it. By default username is admin username, and password is also admin. If you want to change, you can change it later. Then use config command to enter in configure mode. To perform system based configuration, enter in system mode. Okay, so I am going to run these all commands. Here you can see all the commands are accepted. System, now I am in system mode, and here I have defined the system IP address, host name, organization name, vBond IP address, side ID, and clock time zone. But you can see my vManage host name is not changed yet, right? So see, these commands will take in effect after commit. Like on Juniper devices, we always commit the configuration to apply the commands. Similarly, here you have to commit the configuration. Before commit, if you will check commit checks, here you can see validation complete, everything is okay. Now you can commit the configuration. As soon as commit succeed completed, now you can see host name is changed, and here we can verify the system based configuration as well. Do so run system. Here you can see your system based configuration. Host name of your device is this one, system IP is this one, side ID is this one, organization name is NH India Lab, vBond IP address is this one, clock time zone is Asia, Kolkata. Now here we will configure VPN 0 for reachability, so that vManage can ping to vBond, can talk to vSmart. Okay, so go to VPN 0 mode first. VPN 0 mode. If I will show you the default configuration of transport VPN over here, do so run VPN 0. In VPN 0 you can see we have one interface. Which interface? Which interface is a part of VPN 0? It's 0. Is it correct interface? No.
No.
Right? So first of all I will remove this interface from VPN 0. Say no interface it 0. And which interface you are going to add? Interface it 1. You can say this interface is connected with transport. Then say no shutdown,
So
no
VPN 0.
shutdown, and IP address. IP address is going to be 100.1.1/24. Now see, this interface is also going to establish control connection with vBond, vSmart and other routers. Correct? Either using TLS or DTLS protocol. So you have to enable tunneling feature so that all overlap protocol can work over here. For that you will use a command tunnel interface. This command will enable tunneling feature, right? So that it can establish control connection with vBond and vSmart tunnel interface. And on the tunnel interface you are going to allow sub services, allow service all. This command will allow all the services except Netconf and SSH. So separately I will also allow service Netconf and allow service SSH, so that later we can SSH vBond from vManage as well. We can SSH vSmart from vManage as well, right? I am allowing SSH protocol also. Allow service SSH. That's it. This is my transport VPN configuration, VPN 0 configuration. Clear, guys?
Yes.
Exit from here. Now the last configuration is management configuration, management interface. VPN 512. Again, this is reserved, and VPN 512 is already configured here. Let me show you the default configuration. So run VPN 512. Right, there is no any interface available present in this VPN. We are going to add ETH0. Say interface ETH0, no shutdown, and configure the management IP address. IP address, let's say 192.168.1.25/24. The IP address from the same subnet, right? My laptop and vManage are connected with management interface. This is your initial configuration. Now exit from here, copy all the commands from system, and you can paste it on your vManage. See, if I will paste all these commands on vManage, if there is any error, no error. You can see all the commands are accepted. Okay, now I am going to commit it. Before commit, you can also check, commit check. Okay, done. Apply commit. Now these all commands are applied successfully on the vManage. Now if you will check, so run VPN 512, then you can see in VPN 512 we have ETH0 interface, and this is my management IP address. To access my vManage through GUI, just I will browse this IP address. Let me show you. If I will browse this IP address over here, you can see I got the access to my vManage. Username is admin, password is also admin. Say login, and you can see the dashboard of your vManage. This is the centralized dashboard of entire SD-WAN fabric, entire SD-WAN topology. Right now on my vManage, you can see there is no any vBond, there is no vSmart, there is no any WAN edge device, means router. Even here it's showing invalid one. Why this showing invalid one? Because here you can see the symbol of certificate. Is this the certificate symbol? Yes. So we didn't install certificate over here, that's why it's showing invalid. Even if you will click on this invalid, here you can see the vManage controller don't have any serial number, means certificate is not installed. Expiry date is also not there, it means certificate is not installed. Here on the vManage, you did CLI based configuration, initial configuration through CLI. Now you have to perform some initial configuration through GUI as well. Like here you can see, go to settings. See guys, there are so many things on vManage dashboard. Day by day you will be learning. For now, here you can see left hand side, I have multiple options. Dashboard, in the dashboard I can see main dashboard, VPN dashboard, security dashboard. Then we have monitor section. Under monitor we have geography, network, alarms, events, audit log and ACL log. Another monitor is another tab is configuration tab. Under configuration we can see devices, we can see certificate, we can perform certificate related task over here, network design, right, template, policies, securities, cloud, everything is there. In another tab here I have some tools like SSH, right. Then in another tab here we have maintenance, then we have administration. Now you need to go in administration and then go to setting to perform some initial configuration through GUI. If I will take you to the settings, and this is how you will go to settings. Under administration, setting. Here you can see again it is asking for organization name. I have configured through CLI, but through GUI also you have to configure. Through GUI it's not configured. So click on edit button and define your organization name. NH India Lab. Confirm organization name. Check the spelling properly. If it will mismatch, it will cause issue. NH India Lab. Let me save it. Again it is asking vBound IP address. What is the IP address of vBound? vBound IP address is 100.1.1.3. Let me save it. Now I did two configuration here over GUI, organization name and vBound. The last configuration over here is this one, controller certificate authorization. Here you need to install root certificate. To install root certificate, here you can see you have multiple options. If you will click on this edit, you can see first of all automated method, right. This is how you are going to install root certificate in production in real time. You will log in with your smart account and it will sync with public server of Cisco. From there it can load the certificate. That is Cisco automated method recommended. Then we have semantic automated method, manual method and enterprise root CA server method. Here I am using my own enterprise CA server, so I will select this option, right. Proceed. Not Cisco automated, not semantic automated, not manual, enterprise root certificate. I am using my own enterprise CA server for certificate. Now you need to select the certificate file. So click on select a file, go to download. In download I am not able to find my root certificate. Just click on all files and here you can see the root certificate. Just open it. You can see root certificate is this one. This is your root certificate. You can copy and paste somewhere in your notepad. You can keep it. Here I can paste my root certificate. What is this? This is my root certificate. Okay, you will also repeat this process in your lab for onboarding only. And now import and save. Now root certificate is installed on vManage, but identity certificate is still not installed. It's still showing invalid. One serial number is not there, right. Now you have to install identity certificate, but before installing identity certificate, here I am going to perform initial configuration on vSmart and vBound also. So in this configuration I am going to change the values. Here is my configurations. Where it is? System. Here it is. Here is my configuration. Let me copy. Let me change the value first. What will be the system IP address on vSmart? 2.2.2.2. What will be the host name? vSmart. Organization name is going to be same, vBound IP address same, site ID same, clock time zone same. In VPN 0, no interface eth1, interface eth1, no cert, IP address 100.1.1.2. Tunnel interface, allow service all, allow service netconf, allow service SSH. And even VPN 512 configuration is not required on your vSmart. Copy this configuration and paste it on vSmart. Let me log in. Put yourself on mute, sir, if you are not speaking, getting noise. I'm pasting the command. You can see all the commands are accepted. Let me commit the configuration, and after commit I can check the reachability. I can try to ping my vManage from vSmart. Ping 100.1.1.1, and you can see there is reachability. Ping is working. Now I will perform configuration, initial configuration on vBond. Let me change the system IP address. For vBond is going to be 3.3.3, and the host name is vBond. Organization name same, vBond IP address 100.1.1.3, and local, right? You are the local vBond. Side ID same, clock time zone same. In the VPN 0, interface GE0/0, no cert, IP address 100.1.1.3. Tunnel interface, allow service all, allow service netconf, allow service SSH. Copy it and paste on vBond. Config T and paste it here. Again, all the commands are accepted. Just commit the configuration and ping vManage from here. Ping 100.1.1.1. What happened? Commit not completed. Okay, completed. Do ping. You can see there is reachability, correct? vManage is reachable, and you can also ping vSmart 100.2. vSmart is also reachable. All the controllers are reachable with each other. Now you need to install root certificate on vSmart and vBond like you install on vManage, but root certificate is already installed on vManage. If I am going to onboard vSmart and vBond on vManage, it will copy the root certificate automatically, right? Root certificate is already installed here on vManage. Now if I am going to add vSmart and vBond on vManage, automatically it will copy root certificate. Let me show you how you will do that. See, right now I don't have any vSmart, I don't have any vBond. Okay, go to devices. Under configuration, go to devices, and here you can see we have two types of devices. WAN edge device, WAN edge list means routers, and here is the controllers. So vSmart and vBond are controller. For WAN edge list, I have serial file. I can upload that serial file from here. Just I will copy, I will upload the serial file. Click on WAN edge list and then upload. See, again, for WAN edge router you have multiple options. You can sync your smart account with public server. You can change model. You can upload the serial file here, or you can export bootstrap configuration. So I have serial file in my local laptop. I am going to upload that, and I will share that serial file with you guys also. You will also upload that serial file for lab. Otherwise, if you have Cisco smart account, if you are working in Cisco or any company, then you can download WAN edge list from the Cisco official website and you can upload that. Here I am going to upload my WAN edge list, or I will upload WAN edge list later. First let me add the controllers. Go to controllers, and here you can see I have single controller, vManage controller. I don't have any other controller. I'm going to add controller. Click on add controller. Which controller? Let's say vBond. What is the IP address of vBond? 100.1.1.3. What is the username? Admin. What is the password? Admin. And click on add. Now you can see vBond is added on vManage. Let me add vSmart as well. vSmart and IP address 100.1.1.2. Username admin. Password is admin. Add it. Now you can see you can have multiple controllers, like multiple vSmart for the redundancy. Let's say what if my vSmart goes down, right? So you can have multiple vSmart. Okay, and similarly you can add multiple vSmart as well. Just you need to define the IP address, username and password. Now all the controllers are added on my vManage dashboard, vManage, vSmart, vBond. But you can see certificate is not installed. It is talking about identity certificate. Root certificate is installed on all these controllers on vManage, vSmart and vBond, but identity certificate is not installed. On the dashboard you can see invalid is now 3 because 3 identity certificate is pending. Invalid for vBond, for vManage and vSmart. But here again you can see vSmart is still showing 0, vBond is still showing 0. Now I will install identity certificate. Question: Praful, who will give identity certificate? Definitely your CS server. Your CS server will give you identity certificate, but you have to request, right? So we will generate CSR, signing certificate request, to get the identity certificate. Again go to devices, then controllers, and first I am going to generate CSR for vManage. See, if you will click on this 3 dot, you have multiple option. I don't have any option to generate CSR here. Actually you need to go to certificates, not devices. Go to certificates and then controllers, and here is your vManage. Just click on this 3 button and here is one option to generate CSR. Certificate signing request, right, will generate the CSR and request for certificate to CS server with the help of that CSR, and then my CS server will issue the certificate. Click on generate CSR. Here is your CSR. Just copy it, Control A, Control C. Go to your CS server, and here is one option to request for certificate. You can see request a certificate, first option. Click on it, advanced certificate request, and paste your CSR over here. Paste CSR and submit it. Now you can see request is sent. What happened? Your certificate request was denied. Why? Your request ID is 0. Error, passing request, a required certificate is not with its validity period. One validity against the system. What happened here? I have installed same root certificate or not? Let me verify once the root certificate, otherwise I have to change the root certificate again. Setting and view the certificate. Open in Notepad. Roles, Active Directory, pending request. There is no any pending request over here. Let me try to request once again. Go to vManage, go to certificate, controller, and I am going to reset the CSR. Generate CSR once again. Control C, Control A, Control C, paste the set CSR and submit it. Why it is getting denied? There is issue with
I think it's saying system clock and timestamp.
time is not same, right?
Yeah.
I have to correct it. What I can do quickly here on vManage dashboard. First of all, I am going to delete these controllers because all the controllers has copy the same root certificate from vManage. Again, I have to correct it.
Because the initial, when we have the IP, right, we rebooted and we didn't change the time, I think.
Yeah. That's only I told you that you have to configure time properly. It's always create issue. 13. On the CA server, go to roles and remove it. Unmark it and remove. I will reinstall. Till then, from the vManage. Now again on vManage, I have vManage only. Go to settings and need to change root certificate here. Edit. Let me see, server is ready. Okay, it will ask for restart. I will do it later, or let me restart it, no problem. From my local laptop, I am going to delete this root certificate as well to avoid confusion, because I am going to download the new file now. Okay, till then what we can do, till then we can perform the initial configuration on these routers as well, right? On router number 1, what will be the system IP? 4.4.4.4. What will be the host name? VH1. Organization name will be same. IP address, vBond IP address is going to be same, 100.1.3. Side ID here I will configure 1 on VS1. I'm assuming these are at different sites. Clock time zone will be same. In VPN 0 I am going to add which interface? Interface G0/0. IP address is going to be 1.5, and rest all the configurations are same, but here you have to also configure color and encapsulation protocol. Color is biz internet on router, and encapsulation protocol is IPsec. My encapsulation protocol is IPsec. Let me copy the command. Let me paste it on VS1. And on vBond, what is the host name? Here, let me correct the host name also. System host name vBond and commit. Okay. Let me copy these commands. Let me paste it on VS1. So initial configuration is same on all the devices. You can perform initial configuration first on all the devices, and then you can start with certificate things. On the server, I think my server is again ready. Test 1 2 3. Time is correct this time. This is very irritating.
Yeah, it says 136, 137.
I had one more option, like based on the time on server, I can configure clock on SD-WAN controller. Then also that will also work, but it should be same. Until server is getting ready, let me configure VH2 also. System IP 5.5.5 and host name is VS2. Here all the configuration is going to be same. Side ID is 2 and IP address over here is .6. Let me copy it. Let me paste it on VS2.
Color is also same.
Yeah, color is same only na. All are connected with internet transport.
Oh,
Copy and paste it on VS2. Getting noise, sir. Paste it. See all the configurations are correct or not. And now from this VS also you can try to ping vManage your controller. One, you can see there is reachability. You can ping vSmart. You can see there is reachability. You can also ping vBond and test reachability. From VS1 also I can test connectivity once. Ping 100.1.1. You can see there is reachability, no issue. Now I will configure VS3. Before that, add roles. Next, Active Directory Certificate Service. Next. NHNDL app. Next, and install. Okay, it is getting installed. Till then, let me complete the configuration of router. VS3 will have system IP 6.6.6. Host name VS2, sorry 3. Site ID is also 3. IP address is .7 and rest all configurations are same. Copy and paste it on VS3. Username admin, password admin. Go to config T and paste the command. Commit the configuration and test the connectivity. Ping 100.1.1. Good, ping is working. Now last router VS4. Let me configure VS4 also. System IP 7.7.7. Host name VS4. Site ID is 4 and IP address is 1.8. Rest all configuration is same. Copy admin config T and paste the command. Commit it and test connectivity with controllers. See, if ping is working, it means what underlay is fine. Now doesn't matter what transport you are using over here, how many transport you are using over here, there should be connectivity. That's it. If connectivity is there, everything is going to work well. Okay, now let me see the server. CS server is again ready. Let me refresh this page. One 192.168.1.3. Set SRV. Download CS certificate. Keep it and change the name. I'm going to say root. I need to install this root certificate on all router. Let's start with vManage. Go to vManage. Here replace it. All file. Here it is. Now you can see this is different certificate, right? Root certificate. I am going to replace in my notepad also. Here is my new root certificate. Let me import and save. Now I am going to again repeat the same process. Go to devices, controllers, add controller, vBond, IP address 100.1.1.3, username admin and password is also admin. Let me add it. From here also you can generate CSR. You can see from here also you can generate CSR. Let me add vSmart also. IP address 100.1.1.2, username, admin, password, admin, and let's generate CSR as well. Add. Now root certificate is installed. I need to install identity certificate. For that I will go to certificates, then controller, go to vManage and generate CSR. Generate CSR. Here you can see the CSR, Control A, Control C. I have copied it. I will request for certificate now. Request a certificate, advanced certificate request, paste the CSR and submit it. Now you can see request is sent to your CS server with request ID 2. On the CS server, if you will open roles, Active Directory and NH India lab, here if you will check pending status, then you can see one request is pending. From here just right click on it, go to all tasks, and here you can see there is one option to issue. From here I can issue the certificate. So I will issue all the certificate together. First of all, let me send request for vSmart also, again advanced certificate request, and let's generate CSR for vSmart. Generate CSR, copy and paste the CSR here and submit it. Now again you can see the request is sent with request ID 3. This is for vSmart. Now we'll do that for vBond also. Close it, and for vBond CSR is already generated. Just view CSR, copy it and paste it, or you can regenerate the CSR. Okay, so you can see I have sent the 3 requests to server. Now I need to download, issue all the certificate one by one. Here in the pending state you can see 3 requests are there. Just issue it, issue, and issue. All the certificates are issued. Now I need to download the identity certificate. To download identity certificate, here you can see I have one option, view the status of pending certificate request. Click on this, and here you can see there are 3 certificate. One is the identity certificate of vManage, one is the identity certificate of vBond, one is of vSmart. Let me download all one by one. Click on it, base 64, and download. Keep. Then go back and download this one, 64, download. Keep. Go back and download this one now, base 64, and download. Keep. Now you can see in my download folder I have 3 identity certificate, 1, 2 and 3, right? Now I need to install these all on my vManage dashboard. See, under configuration, under certificates, under controller, there is one option to install certificate. I need to install all certificate one by one. Select the file, go to download, say all file, and here you can install this certificate first. Installed. It is scheduled. Here you can check the status. Install certificate on device, on this device. Started by user admin from this IP address. Okay, it will take some time, just few seconds. Okay, now you can see successfully synced VHS to vBond. Okay, done. Now here if I will take you to the dashboard, you can see there is 2 invalid, means invalid for vManage and vSmart. We have installed the certificate for vBond. Similarly, I need to install certificate for other controllers as well. Install certificate, select the file, download, show me all file, and select this one and install. I will repeat this. Okay, done. Great. Now again go to certificate, controller, install certificate, select the file, all file, and install. Now we are done with the root certificate installation and identity certificate installation on all controllers. Similarly, you will onboard vSmart and vBond on your vManage. If you will stuck somewhere, you can go through recording. Now certificate is install is done. Now let me take you to the main dashboard. Here still it's showing vSmart 0, vBond 1, and vManage 1. Soon vSmart will also become 1. Here you can see now I have one vSmart, one vBond, and one vManage. All are active and online. Here you can see the status, and invalid is 0. Now if I will take you to the devices controller, here you can see the certificate status is installed. Okay. Now you can verify those control connection, right? On vManage, if you will check show control connection, so control connection, then here you can see all the control connection with vSmart 2.2.2. Which protocol it is using? DTLS. And these are the duplicate entry with vBond. With vBond it is going to create temporary tunnel. Here you can see with 3.3.3 which is vBond, and these are duplicate entry just because of simulation. Okay. And on vSmart also you can verify that. So control connection, and even if you don't have CLI access of vSmart, no problem, close it, close vBond also, because now we can do everything from vManage. Like if you want to access vSmart, you can access vSmart from vManage. You don't need to access individually, right? Here go to dashboard, click on vSmart, and from here you can see I have one option to get SSH access, correct? I can SSH it, or here is a real time option. There you can run all the command, and so many options are there. You can see here I can run command control connection, show me control connections without any filtering. Here you can see vSmart has one control connection with whom? With vManage, right? It is not showing the temporary control connection, but on the CLI of vSmart, I think duplicate entry is also showing there. Let me check. So control connection, yes, here you can see with vBond also it's showing, but this is temporary control connection. On the vManage dashboard you will get the exact output, right? Similarly, I can access any device, not only vSmart, I can also access vBond, I can also access vManage. If you will access vManage, and if I will show you the control connection on vManage, then you can see vManage has two control connection, one with vSmart and one with vBond, right? Now similarly we will onboard routers on my vManage. For onboarding, underlay reachability should be there, so underlay reachability is there, all are able to talk with each other. Now the very first thing is initial configuration, and we are already done with initial configuration. Second thing is installing root certificate, correct? Like here I have installed root certificate. Question, how you will install root certificate on router now? So guys, these are a smart router, Cisco SD-WAN router. Here you can get the Linux interface as well. How many of you know how to create file or folder in Linux? If you know the Linux interface, you can use that here. Use vshell command, you will get Linux terminal. You can run Linux commands here. In Linux, I can create one folder with name, like I can create folder with VI. I can use VI editor or VIM editor like VIM, and I can define the folder name, let's say root dot certificate cert. It will create a folder, and inside this folder here you can put the content. To put content, just press I for insert. And where is your root certificate? Here is your root certificate. Just copy it and paste it. Done. So in the folder root.cert, I have added the certificate content. This is content. Now to come back from here, press escape button in your keyboard and then colon WQ exclamation mark. Right, again you can see you are in the Linux terminal. If you will use ls command to check directory, then here you can see one folder is created with name root dot. So if you will check the information inside this folder, then use more command, more root dot cir. Here you can see the content, right, the same certificate. Now I need to install this certificate over here. To install, exit and say request root cert chain install and define the directory. Certificate is under home, under admin, file name is root.cert. See what it's saying, successfully install the root certificate. This is how you will install root certificate on routers. On VS2 also I am going to do same thing. Go to vcell, vim root dot, and you can give any name, any file name, that's not matter. I for insert, copy the certificate, paste it over here, press escape, colon WQ exclamation mark ls. Here you can see file, exit and request root cert chain install home admin and root dot cert. Certificate is successfully installed over here as well. Go to VS3, go to vcell and create a file vim root.cert. I for insert, copy the certificate, paste it, escape, colon WQ exclamation mark ls. Good, here is the file, request root cert chain install home admin and root dot cert. Certificate is installed successfully. Go to VS4, last router, go to vcell and create the folder. I paste the certificate, root certificate, escape, colon WQ exclamation mark ls, exit and request root cert chain install home admin and root dot cert. We are done, right? But where is the list of routers? vManage list. vManage list is not uploaded on your vManage. Even on vBond, who is going to authenticate all routers, don't have information of valid VHS. Here you don't have any valid VHS. Here you can check. There is a command show orchestrator and valid VHS. You can see there is no entry found. There is no any valid VHS right now. If you will check valid vSmart, so vBond will have information about vSmart. Here you can see the vSmart with serial number and organization name. Reason I didn't upload vManage list on my vManage yet. And to check certificate is installed or not on the router, you can verify with using this command show certificate serial. Show certificate. So certificate serial. Here you can see the certificate is serial number and certificate, sorry, root cert. Here is the command, right? You can see the signature and organization name, whatever you want to verify, you can verify over here. This is what root certificate only. Now On vManage, I am going to upload my vManage list first. Go to devices. In the controllers, I have all the controllers, but in vManage list, I don't have any router. So let me upload the vManage list. Choose the file. My serial file is over here in SD-WAN software. No, let me see where it is. SD-WAN image. Here it is. Here is my serial file. Upload it and validate the uploaded VH list and send to controller. See, if you want to send information from here only to the controller, means to your vBond about this vManage list, means you are adding some routers on vManage, right? VManage here in this serial file, I have some VHs, some CSs. So from here also you can send the information to vBond, or later you can send separately as well. Like let me upload it here, and after upload also you can see 14 vManage devices are uploaded here. Out of 14 I have some CSR router CS and many VHs, VS Cloud. On vBond, if you will check now the valid VHs, still you can see there is no entry because vManage has not shared this information to controller. Go to certificate and here is one option, send to controller. Send information to controller. Click on it. It will send information to controllers, and after pushing this you can check your vBond. On the vBond valid vManage list, soon you will have all VSs. What I have sent. Here I am expecting vManage list. Send information of controllers like vSmart, vManage also to the vBond. Pushes everything here. I think there we should validate. We should click on validate there. That's why it's not working. Okay, what I can do, I can delete the vanish list and I can re-upload it. Go to device and what we can do here, is there any option to select all? From here you can download as well, can upload, or one by one I have to delete. There's no option to select all. In simulation you have to follow the exactly same steps. Even you will not get every time 100% options like production, but 99%, more than 99% think is same exactly like production, but you cannot discover 1% thing. This is how you can delete any vManage router from your list. Like here I need, let's say, only 4 routers, so I can keep other routers for future, or I can delete. Upload, again I am going to upload serial file, and here click on this validate the uploaded VS list to and send to controller, then upload. Now you will find all the vManage router on your vBond. 1 minute, 1 minute, so one. Done. Now if I will take you to the vBond, and if I will show you valid VSS,
One question.
go ahead.
So where did we get that VH file?
I will see here. You can download with your smart account from the Cisco official website.
Okay, so what does it do?
It carry all the routers information, like the serial number and chassis number of your router. See, it is not like you can use unlimited number of router.
Mm-hmm.
That depends in your license. How when you are going to purchase the solution, you have to decide how many router you need. Based on that, you will get the serial file. Means I need 100 number of VAs, 10 number of CAs, like that.
Okay.
Okay. Now on vBond, you can see there is information of all the vManage router, validity, serial number, chassis number. Now one by one we can activate this serial number and chassis number. Like on vManage, if I will take you to the devices, now you can see all the vManage list. Here is my first VS. I can use this serial number and this chassis number for VS1. Right, so there is a command which you need to run on VS routers, that is request VH cloud activate, and then tell me the chassis number, and after that serial number. So from here I can get chassis number. Here it is. Let me copy it, copy and paste it over here. Then, or I can do one thing, I can copy my entire command in notepad. Then token number of this VS is, here it is. Let me copy that also properly, copy, and let me paste it here. Okay, similarly I can copy this command, paste it over here for VS2, for VS3, for VS4. I have total 4 VSs. I need to replace the serial number and chassis number. I have used this for VS1. Here is another VS cloud. Let me copy the chassis number of this VS. For VS2, I will run this command on VS2. Paste. And let me replace the token number also here. Copy and paste here. Then check third VS. Here it is. Copy and paste here in third command. So these are my routers. Let me replace the token number. Then one more VS is required, this one. Let me copy this chassis number and replace it over here. And token number. Right, so see, out of 14 vManage router, I am going to onboard these routers. See, I'm going to copy very first command, this one for VS1. Here you can see VS1 here. The symbol is this one. Soon you will see symbol will change as soon as I will run this command. I will paste this command on VS1. Okay, it will send CSR signing request, and vManage will have to get identity certificate, and then your device will get onboarded on vManage. Just refresh it. Before that, make sure reachability is there. No. Okay, now you can see here symbol is changed to certificate. right? Now on the dashboard you will have one vManage router as well. This is showing down, soon it will come up, right? Similarly, I will paste second command on VS2. This command, copy it and paste it on VS2. And before pasting it on VS1 also you can verify all the control connection. See here, VS1 is still showing down, soon it will come up, showing unreachable. Go to VS1 and let me check why it's so control connection. Okay, now you can see my vanish device is up. From here I can access it, I can check control connection, right? I am on VS1 this time, not on controller. Here if I will check control connection, control connections, then see this VS has how many control connection? Two, one with vSmart, one with vManage, the permanent control connection, and the temporary control connection with vBond is not showing here. Okay, that was temporary only for authentication. These two are the permanent. Inside this control connection Netconf protocol is running, and inside this control connection OMP protocol is running. Even here you can run command OMP peer. So OMP peers. So you will see this router 4.4.4 VS1 has OMP pairing with 2.2.2 with vSmart. Through CLI also you can verify that. On VS1 you can run command so OMP peers. Here you can see, right, there is neighborship, vSmart neighborship, and you can also check the TLOCs, TLOC or OMP TLOC, OMP, let's say advertise TLOC. So see, this router is advertising this TLOC. This is the TLOC of VS1. System IP 4.4.4, color, biz internet and encapsulation IPsec. I had told you TLOC has three tuples, system IP, color and encapsulation, and some other parameters, some other attributes like BGP attribute used for best path selection, like preference value, weight, it is originator, similar like BGP attribute. These are the attributes of TLOC. You will learn this in the policy, even in next class tomorrow. Now this router 4.4.4 don't have any IPsec now. IPsec, let's say inbound connection, you will not find any IPsec connection now, because there is only one router. IPsec will be established between router to router. OMP session will be established between router to vSmart. Correct? Control connection will be established between all SD-WAN components. But as soon as I will activate or I will onboard VS2, go to VS2 and paste this command. Check your vManage 192.168.1. What was the IP address? Management IP 25. See here, two vanish devices are onboarded now. Two vanish devices, and on 4.4.4 now if you will check IPsec, refresh it, then you will find one IPsec session. It will take some time. If you will check OMP TLOC, let's say OMP received TLOC. So here is a 4.4.4 TLOC of 4.4.4 only. Soon router 2 is going to advertise their TLOC to vSmart, and vSmart will reflect that to VS1. Now let me take you to 5.5.5 here for a moment. On VS2 it's still showing unreachable. That's why here now you can see how many TLOCs are there on 5.5.5. 2 TLOC, TLOC of 4.4.4 and TLOC of 5.5.5. In the TLOC you can see system IP and encapsulation is same, color is also same. but these TLOCs are unique with the help of system IP. If single VH is connected with multiple transport, then color is going to differentiate, make TLOC unique. Now again, if I will take you 4.4.4 and if I will show you the TLOC, here also you can see there are two TLOC. This is self-advertised TLOC and this is received TLOC. So now these two TLOCs will have IPsec with each other. Now if I will show you IPsec, then you can see we have one IPsec between 5.5.5 and 4.4.4 for data plane, right? Local TLOC and remote TLOC. With local TLOC and remote TLOC, it has established IPsec. Similarly, when we will onboard VS3, it will also share their TLOC to VSmart. VSmart will reflect to other sites, and VSmart will also share TLOC of VS1 and 2 to VS3. So they will have IPsec with each other. Let me copy this command. Let me paste it on VS3. And this command on VS4. Now on the vManage dashboard, here you can see 3 vManage router are up and online. Just wait, one more router will come up. Two are up, two are down. Wait for some time. All will come up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here also you can see the information: host name, system IP, mode, CLI. Tomorrow you will learn the mode also. Devices are in sync. Go to dashboard and refresh the page. All the routers are up. Now if I will take you to any router, let's say on VS1, tell me on VS1 how many IPsec session will be there? VS1 will have how many IPsec?
1, 2, 4.
Three. One with 5.5.5, one with
6.
6.6.6, one with 7.7.7. So I
So
am
we
on
have on
4.4.4. Let's refresh it.
Okay.
Here you can see 3 IPsec session, and inside all IPsec session, BFD is also running. So you can also verify the BFD session. You can see same number of BFD session, right? I am on 4.4.4. So 4.4.4 has BFD session with 5, 6 and 7. On any router you can verify that, and from this dashboard, vManage dashboard, I can control my entire topology. Here you are able to see how I am able to access or run any command on any router. Even if I want to configure SSH, want to take SSH access of any router, I can do it very easily. Let's say go to vManage router, and here is VS4. I want to access it from vManage. Click on it and click on SSH terminal. You will get SSH access. Let me show you. Here you can see it will ask you for logging. Username is admin. Password is admin. I got the login. From here also I can configure VS4 through CLI. Yes or no, sir?
Yes. Yes. So it means like from VH to vSmart, it's OMP protocol running.
Yes.
Control connection.
Yes. All the routers has one OMP session. See here. So OMP peers. If you will check OMP peer on 4.4.4, you can see 4.4.4 has OMP
Yes.
with vSmart.
Yes.
If I will change the device, if I will take you to 5.5.5, here also you can see 5.5.5 has OMP with vSmart. 6.6.6, 7.7.7, all has OMP session with vSmart. And through vSmart, all has exchanged the TLOC. If I will show you the TLOC here on any router, OMP receive TLOC, then you can see all the TLOC. Total we have 4 TLOCs because I have 4 routers and 1 transport. If I have 4 routers and 2 transport, that means you will have 8 TLOCs. Okay, so
Yeah.
I will proceed from here in next class. Okay, we'll verify these all things and then we'll move further. After that, you will see in the policy how we will control these all things, the TLOC and OMP route.